Disclaimer notice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. All information in this video is not based on fact. It is all alleged, based upon my intuition, my opinion, what I believe my tarot cards are telling me. I encourage each and every one of you to do your own research, form your own opinions. After all, I'm just a blonde throwing cards. Good afternoon. It's afternoon here. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching in the world. This is Thursday, October 17th. And guess what came in the mail today? Yes, the one that I've been waiting on. The one deck that I kept on using. My makeshift deck, all white cards with little tiny writing on it. I got the real deal here today. So in this reading, I'm going to use both these decks and maybe the tarot. We'll see. But good friend of mine, she sent me this article, and it's about Florida law, and it deals with, these companies on Facebook that say, oh, you can earn $30,000 a month, $100,000 a month. You just need to take this course. We'll teach you how. You pay $20, $30 for the course, and then they say, oh, you need the tools to get this done and to make your job easier. We got the tools for you. You could do this for, give us $3,000. Then it's $10,000. Then they keep building, they keep suckering you in to buy more and more and more. Well, there's a law now in Florida. And just a little bit of story time. Somebody that I know, those that are close to me, know who it is. But somebody that was close to me got suckered into 2 different business ventures that they found on Facebook. One of them, and I'm going to call it out by name because I know the name and everything. I'm not saying anything in this part. This part is factual. So, Lee Arnold, okay? He has all kinds of ads all over Facebook. And what his is about real estate, okay? It's about what they call private money lending. And teaching you how to be the middleman, be the broker that connects a real estate investor to people that have money that invested into the Lee Arnold system. They want their money to grow. So millionaires put hundreds of thousands of dollars into Lee Arnold for Lee Arnold underwriters and stuff that writes these loans to lend out to investors to rehab homes or to purchase investment properties. And it's meant for investors, not owner occupied. That was one of the stipulations. It sounded good, really, in the beginning. And when he found this, there was I think it was like an $89 investment to take the course. Okay? So, we sign up, and he takes his, my friend takes his course. I actually did as well. Because what's going through my mind is, if I learn basically the bare bones of this, then I have the real estate connections because I had a real estate license, and I can market this to my old colleagues and real estate agents, right? For them to bring their investors to me, I broker them a loan, right? Well, my friend gets a little bit deeper, I got a coaching call. He got a coaching call, right? The coaching call that I received, they wanted like $3,000 for a certification. Okay. I said, no, I don't have $3,000. You can't borrow it? I says, no, I cannot. I says, I'm not going to invest that kind of money into something I am unsure of. And of course, their sales pitch of, well, sometimes you have to invest money to make money, and this is a great opportunity. I turned it down flat. My friend, on the other hand, they tried to sell him a much bigger package. Website, all these tools to find investment properties for sale by owners, all this other stuff that they said makes the job easier. Well, I could do it myself. It's really simple. There's something called Zillow. Hello. Okay. But anyhow, they said, well, for $10,000, you could take the course, you get certified, you have all these tools, you get all these private coaching on how to work these tools, this big package, right? I told him no. I told him, don't do it. Don't do it. We don't know. It's a big investment to not know if this is legit or not. I says, $89 is a lot of money to me, but in the bigger scheme of things, okay, $89, I make that in one day I make more than that in one day of DoorDash. Okay? Well, he didn't tell him yes right away. I go to his house, and he has a coaching call with this sales guy, and I drilled that sales guy. And I said, I'm a real estate agent. I says, I have connections. I know how to look up properties. I know how to find things. I know how to find those gems. Tell me why we need you. Why we need these other couple tools. He tried to sell me, and I didn't buy it. I said, nope. And we got off the phone, and I looked at him. I says, I don't trust this. I says, that is way too much money for what they are offering. Well, he turned around and ended up buying into it. And then there was another one that I don't know anything about, but it had to deal with drop shipping. And he was into cooking and stuff, and he was going to do kitchen gadgets. Get this website. They promised him big things also. And he got the website and the business and connected to the people to sell these kitchen gadgets, right? That supposedly there was so much time with what he paid for. Like, I don't know if it was a year or if it was 6 months. I can't remember. Free membership to some of these drop shipping companies. And I'm like, you know what? This same item is double the cost of what it is on Amazon. You can't compete with Amazon. Drop shipping is dead. Drop shipping was big before Amazon and before a lot of big online retailers like Amazon. But he bought into it for $6,000. And they talked him into a marketing package for another $6,000. So this is what we're talking about. These companies that and hush. These companies that rip you off. And Florida has this law now. And if I will try to pin the link to it in the comment or something of this video so you can read it for yourself. Now, what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to pop up an image here of a reading that I did. Just curious, because I was talking to my friend about this law, and I used the new deck. I was just curious, well, now that this is in place, are other states going to go on board? Are there other states on board with this? Where is it going? And as you look at this spread, immediately I got the law is expanding, and there's a lot of hidden secrets. They're going to come out. Look at the last card, the imprisonment card. Yeah. I think the law is going to crack down on some of these people. There's dust on this box. On some of these people and these companies that is doing this, that's ripping off people that are desperate to earn an extra buck because the economy sucks so bad. Well, they got a couple things coming. And we'll get to this, but I do want to start with the true crime, with the investigations deck, to see if it tells me anything about the companies themselves. Okay? So, we're going to take a look at that first, and then what is to really come. I want to see if the cards still want to talk. Like, I mean, if you looked at that spread, it was blatant. It was, plain as day. So let's see what the investigations deck wants to say about this. I know that was a long-winded intro, but I kind of wanted to give you a real-life example what this Florida law was talking about. And I sent that over to that's Daniel's chair. You can't be chewing on the legs. He will skin you alive. But anyhow, he was like, yeah, that's exactly what those companies were doing. For a second there, I thought I was getting reverse cards in there. If I did, I would have just turned them upright. But, okay. Tell us about these companies and what they're doing here. DNA evidence, that's physical evidence. Behind closed doors. Yeah, there's evidence behind closed doors is different than what they are presenting. I'm just seeing this as evidence. There is evidence of things behind closed doors. And we have Ringmaster Organization. Oh, there's always a ringmaster behind that. We have Hangman. Delays, sacrifice. So, they do use delay tactics. Oh, you have to go through this course, right? Body hidden. I'm seeing that as not a physical human body, but more like the body, the DNA, the ringmaster is hidden behind closed doors. A lot of delay tactics. Delays in people getting their money. And nobody was holding these people accountable. That was a clump that fell out. Let's see if they all resonate. Sometimes only one of them does. Life in balance. Let's see. Judgment. Missing, searching. Oh, yeah. I tell you what. Some of the people, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. What I'm getting is that these companies may end up having to pay a lot of people back. A judgment being rendered in favor of these victims. But good luck finding the ringmaster. I'm getting him being behind closed doors. I'm saying him. It could be a she. But I'm feeling a very masculine energy. Being behind closed doors. Hiding away. Hidden. The physical body of them. And we got web of lies. Then we got stacked, set up, framed, jealousy, or cheating. I'm using this in the sense of cheating. Cheating the people. Oh, I was framed. And some of the people that are going to end up in trouble They're going to say, I didn't know this was wrong. I was set up and framed by so-and-so, and then so-and-so is never found. I'm seeing links to somebody, but they're behind closed doors. Okay, interesting. Interesting. But yes, this is a change. Moving forward with new laws in regards to this type of activity. Okay. Okay, let's grab the new deck. This new deck is great. Okay. I thought about maybe it'd be interesting in making these in one deck, but that'd be a huge deck. I'm going to keep them separate. You know what I mean? I like the more cards, the more the merrier. But sometimes this deck's already thick enough. The other one is too. So, I want to use I do want to use a spread. I want to see how this, I'm experimenting. That's why I chose this topic, because this is experimental. I'm just going through my spreads here. I'm going to use Alicia's spread, her Hidden Truths. I think the Hidden Truths is a good one for the true crime as well. And while I'm shuffling, I'm going to pull 2 cards for each position. Sometimes she pulls 2 cards, sometimes she doesn't. But I'm pulling 2 cards. This is like the Hidden Truth, almost like a conspiracy. Let's see what comes out. Okay. Let's see how this works. If this doesn't feel right, I'll scrap the spread and try something else. But this is the public persona. In other words, what they are portraying. Coerce, manipulate, experiment, or test. Look at this. They look so similar, don't they? Looks like the same person. Maybe that person behind closed doors. But this is somebody who is conducting an experiment to see if they can manipulate and coerce people into giving him their hard-earned money. That's what they're doing. And I think a lot of people are onto this person now. This looks so much like the same person. It really does. But people are onto them. People are, that's why this law come up. Because I think, I'm willing to bet there's been a lot of complaints. Okay. Then we have their hidden agenda. Royal family tornado wins. We are royalty The royal family causing tornado winds and the loss of all these people. You know, they're getting rich off of the poor. And they are causing a whirlwind, a storm, okay? And they're preying on people who have problems and are going, and that's what their agenda is. Simply put, we're gonna prey on those that are less fortunate, those that are going through financial tornadoes right now, and it's gonna make us rich. Skeletons in the closet. Housing issues, business tycoon. Kind of funny. This reminds me, what were we talking about? Lee Arnold in the real estate business. This is telling me Lee Arnold has something to worry about himself. He's one of the bigger ones. He is making so much money. He is a business tycoon. He really is. And it makes me wonder. I know that he does investments. I know that he does flips himself. I know that he's been a landlord, etc., and other things. This is making me wonder if through his business dealings he's caused some housing problems, slum landlord, whatever. But he kind of, I know that he claims he came from a poor background. Now this is probably zoning in on Lee Arnold because I was talking about him. But this can also be, and I'm curious to know a little bit more about these housing issues in Business Tycoon. Maybe a lot of them going from rags to riches, and not as so much in a honest way. We do have Web of Lies underneath all this from the true crime. Daisy, stop! So, weaving a web of lies to their own benefit. And I do want to get a clarification card on this, about this skeletons in the closet. Daisy! Solution to the problem. Wow. Wow. They have this business tycoon who has the solution to housing problems as a skeleton in the closet. You think about that. What is a skeleton? Is something not so nice. So it's almost like I get the image creating a housing problem, financial problem, and we got the solution. You're going to make us rich in the process, but we got the answer for you. We got you covered. We know how you can make $100,000 a month. No problem, right? All web of lies. This is like what they're trying to tell people, that is a web of lies. It's a skeleton in their closet. How did they accomplish this? There's cheating. There's lying and cheating to have the solution to a housing problem. You know, there's other things out there. Did you ever see like those things on Facebook or even ads on YouTube about, oh, you can make a shit ton of money by renting out Airbnbs that you don't even own? Again, a housing problem? Be leery. Buying and selling virtual property. I mean, that alone, I see red flags. But there's a lot of desperate people out there in today's economy that they want to try anything, even if they have to invest a little bit of money to try it. but it's all scams. Okay. True intention. This is what they really want as far as their career and what they want to accomplish. Cyber attack, consequence, damage done. So, you get involved in these schemes. You give your bank account information. Hello. Making people go broke. We have somebody, and not just cyber attack. I'm taking cyber attack as more as cyber coercion and manipulation. Somebody sitting behind the computer screen and they're raking in all this dough and they're causing a hell of a lot of damage. They don't care about the damage that they caused. They care about how they're going to sit pretty on all kinds of money. Taken from the poor and making the poor even more poor. Some people invest their life savings into some of these schemes. And there are no laws to protect them because of the wording. They'll say, well, we can't guarantee all results, but if you follow our plan, some people may have a little bit of success with it, but they're small successes, okay? What's being exaggerated is the bigger picture, the unusual. The one in a million cases of somebody striking it rich and making $100,000 a month after they invested 10 or 20 grand. Oh, I made that back in my first month. I made $100,000. Everything else is gravy. Wonderful. You won in a million. You see what I'm saying? So all it takes is just one person to do that, and the company can claim that it's possible. May not be typical, but it's possible. And they kind of hone in on that and makes your head spin. You think, well, if that person can do it, why can't I? That's how they sucker you in. And that's what this law that Florida passed is trying to clamp down on. Okay. Then we have influences behind the scenes. Replace or exchange tech. Okay. Somebody very tech savvy, going back to the cyber crime, tech savvy, replace or exchange. The replace or exchange is, well, this person gave me 10 grand, but they're not doing anything with it. We can replace them with somebody else that's going to come along. It's like a revolving door. Most people that get sucked into these, they don't last because it was all pretty much a scam. We could loosely call them a scam, but up until recently, they weren't called a scam because a very small 1%, 2% of the people investing in all this actually make some real money at it. So, this is also when one tech scheme doesn't work, there's always another one that they come up with. It's a revolving door. That's a revolving door too. People come and go. The scheme's not working anymore. Word's getting around that this business is a scam. So they replace it with something else and catches other people's attention again. Burn more people. Okay. Their moral compass. Do they even have one? Foreign occupation, energy weapon. That says it all. A lot of these companies are born overseas or in other countries, in the Middle East or wherever. Not even born in the United States. Energy weapon. You know, sucking the energy, sucking the life force out of people. A lot of these are things are geared towards the United States, makes it look like they're within the United States. Now, the Lee Arnold system was born in the United States, but he's worldwide, I believe. But foreign occupation, bringing in foreign people, and I feel like a lot of the schemes, not necessarily Lee Arnold, but a lot of these things you see on Facebook were born in other countries. They've got hackers from other countries. Some of these schemes, yes, your money could just disappear because they got your banking information and they hack into it. I'm just saying, I wouldn't buy into any of these schemes. There is no such thing as a get rich quick scheme. You want to make money, you want to be able to live debt free, you got to put the hours and the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears into it. There's not every day that there's somebody born with a silver spoon that never has to worry about anything. You know, there are some that inherit money or whatever, but for a majority of Americans, or a majority of the population around the world, we have to work our asses off for the money that we make. And this is making me think also, foreign occupation, somebody that is not from your area, somebody new, foreign, coming in onto Facebook, sucking the energy out of everybody. It's like this is a new form of energy weapon. Just saying. Daisy, hush. Then we have the public outcome. How's it going to affect the public? Public life burnout. Innocent, truthful. This is burning out the innocent. In other words, the innocent people getting burned. This is how this is going down. Okay. That worked out really well. Now I'm going to reshuffle. And I just want to ask, what's the next thing coming? I think we see in this spread, in this original spread with the investigations deck, that, you know, it's the beginning of cracking down on these companies. So, let's take a look at what is next as far as the law and trying to stop this and combat this. I showed you what I got as a quick spread the first time around, and it just totally blew me away. I do feel, I don't know how far in the future, that the punishment for breaking this law is going to be imprisonment. I don't know if there's anything that could be done about those in the past, or how far back, but is this going to put a stop? Is this going to be the end of the bread and butter for these con men and women? That's the only thing I could think to describe them, con men and women. You know, I worked my ass off for the lunch shift today. DoorDash and Uber Eats, both. You know, and I busted my ass because I knew I had things I needed to get. I was flat broke because my mother's birthday was yesterday. I spent a bunch of money on my mother's birthday for her. She's my mom. She just turned 78. How many more birthdays am I going to have with her? I mean, she's in excellent health, but I don't know how many more birthdays I will be able to celebrate with her, right? So, she was worth it. But I needed my big bag of dog food. I got 2 big dogs I got to feed. My cat was out of food. I needed some lunch stuff. I was out of lunch stuff. You know, and I made enough money today, and I still got money left over. And now I'm going to have my payment on my iMac coming on Saturday. So my whole point is I worked my ass off so that I can have those things, right? So I'm almost done shuffling. I think I'm going to let them pop out this time. Okay, what is next to come in this situation with these companies advertising on Facebook and YouTube, making these big promises with this new law that's like in Florida? Show me what's next to come, like if it's going to expand or whatever. I know this is a loaded question. Okay. Disappointing outcome. We'll find out what that's about. Planned outcome. So this is the shadow ruler. Uprooted, taken out. Aha, I like this. Submarine, underwater. Good outcome. Okay. So, what I'm getting, and then I'm going to end this video. I'm not pulling any tarot on this one. Both of these decks seem to get the story down pretty well. So, there was a certain plan by the shadow rulers, right? The shadow rulers are those that are ruling things behind closed doors. Kind of in the shadow, hiding out. The physical, living, breathing body. The ringleader, that's who the shadow ruler is. Ruling behind the scenes. Okay? And what I'm getting, you know, there was a certain planned outcome that they had. Okay. I don't know how much was said or heard or anything. But I was probably getting a phone call or something. But everything froze and stopped recording. Somebody was probably trying to call me. But anyhow, what I was saying is, so this shadow ruler, I don't know how much of that you guys saw, but this shadow ruler, you know, the ringleader that is behind the closed doors, hiding they're hiding themselves behind closed doors. The ringleader had a certain planned outcome. But their plans are being foiled and disappointment sets in. Something very disappointing. I think this could also be disappointing to the people that were drowning in debt. Okay, so I'm aligning this up. Okay, so let's start this again. Planned outcome by the shadow ruler that ended up being disappointing for those drowning in debt. Okay? Those companies are being uprooted now and being taken out. It's going to end up being a good outcome for all the victims. So this law is going to be the saving grace of the public who's been taken advantage of. All right. That's what we have, folks. And what is this one? Oh, this is that one that the stage framed. Okay. This one goes with the other deck. Okay, that's it for now. And I will see you next time.